This video is brought to you by Recurrent, an essential EV tool that gives free access to TFL EV viewers in the US. With Recurrent, EV shoppers can check range and battery info on used cars. EV owners can connect to compare their range and battery health to similar vehicles. And EV sellers can use Recurrent to get more money for their sales. With Recurrent, we can find, drive, and sell electric cars positively. Click on the link in the description below to get free access to Recurrent's amazing EV tools.
Today we are checking out the 2025 Kia EV6 GT-Line, which means this is all-wheel drive and it's got 20-inch wheels. But what are we going to do with it? Well, we're going to put it against our toughest EV test and take it on our Loveland Trials, starting here in Boulder at 5,000 feet, going up to Loveland Pass at 12,000 feet. And to help me do that, I've got Andre.
Ta-da! Thank you for bringing me onto this video because I love the look of this car.
Yeah, these things look pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm really excited because you and I recently did an Ioniq 6 sedan.
Yeah.
But this is more of an SUV, but I think it's a very attractive looking one too.
Yeah, and this is the facelift, so it's a little bit different in the front, but I think it looks pretty good.
I agree. What's this color called?
This is wolf gray.
Oh, I like it. Sorry.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's got these angular headlights with a little bit of pixelation in the front. I think it looks pretty great.
I was just wiping this car down and I noticed it's got movable louvers here in the lower grille.
Ooh, active shutters, that's nice.
Yeah, so a little bit of cooling or a little bit more efficiency, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So this has always been kind of a controversial section of the EV6 is like this wing back here. How do you feel about this?
I love it. I wasn't a huge fan of the Ioniq 6 rear section, but this looks futuristic. It looks special.
It's so different.
What do you think about this?
I think it looks really cool. You don't see a whole lot of vehicles that are designed this way, and especially incorporating the rear tail light, the light bar into this wing. I think it looks really neat.
And I noticed this. And this is now the big deal. 2025 models have NACS NAC support.
How
right there.
Awesome is that?
Yeah. So you could use, more charging stations, Tesla superchargers, all of that.
Yeah.
Now, what about the utility of this car?
Well, its cargo space is about kind of what you would expect with this size vehicle, about 28 cubic feet behind the second row, but jumps up to 54 cubic feet with that second row folded down.
Well, 28 is quite actually really sizable.
Yeah.
It's way bigger than any sedan.
That's true.
Would have. And you could fold those seats down like you said, so that's pretty neat.
Tire mobility kit, typically EVs don't come with a spare, so at least you get that.
So that's kind of a weight-saving situation, right?
Yes.
Speaking of cargo volume, what about the front?
Well, Andre, it's not the best. What's nice is it's nicely covered in here. It looks really good.
Whoa, this looks like a V8 engine or something.
I know, right? It's not, of course.
Okay.
But ta-da! This is all you get. You can put a couple of Sammys in there.
Well, or baguettes.
Ooh, I could definitely go for some baguettes right now.
I was watching the video that Roman and Kyle did from Goodwood in England, and there was a Renault with a baguette holder inside.
That is what we need in more of our cars.
But you could maybe keep your baguette warm over here as well.
That's true.
Yes.
But that's about all you could fit in there. I don't know what people are putting in here, but you have it, it's covered, and it looks nice. All right, Andre, inside, we've got easy entry seats. I always love that feature, but I've kept the seat where you have it when you drive. You're how tall?
I'm almost 6'3", so I'm kind of a tall dude.
You're a pretty tall person.
Yeah.
How much room you got back there?
Okay, so I have decent knee space. My head, also decent.
Yeah, it's getting pretty sloped though.
Not terrible.
Right.
But better than the Ioniq 6 for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And also, well, the floor seems a little bit high because my knee is kind of a little bit up. But I could spend some time here. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got air vents on the sides. I think there's air vents on the B pillars.
On the B pillars,
okay.
And I have my USB-C
right here,
so I can get charged up.
It looks comfy back there. They look a little bolstered.
Yeah.
The seats keep you in line a little bit. I like this interior. I like this two-tone with the white they have against the black. It makes it pop, makes it stand out. Looks pretty good. I like a lot of different materials, but one of my favorite things is there's really no piano black in here.
Yes, thank you.
That is one of my favorite things. They have like this brushed black material, which isn't going to show up dust and fingerprints as much as piano black. And then it goes into this like different type of woven material.
Yes.
I like it a lot. Man, look at these screens. So we've got this big curved media center here with two 12.3 inch screens. And it's got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Google built-in systems, even with apps like YouTube. And we've got the air pumping right now. Let's put this down a little bit.
But those are just haptic buttons, right?
They're just haptic buttons, which aren't my favorite, but I give it a slide because it isn't embedded into this screen when it goes away when you try to find anything else. So at least it has its own designated screen. We still have physical dials for the temperature controls. So I give it like a 3 out of 5. Andre, not only is this designated for your temperature controls, but you can switch it to other quick settings to go to everything inside your infotainment. Then come down here, we've got heated and ventilated seats in the front and a heated steering wheel. This thing is pretty bougie on the inside.
Yeah, and as always, we're starting out at 100%. It's 99 right now, right?
99 right now, yeah, just to drive over here. But we're starting with 281 miles, which is pretty optimistic because this is rated for only 274 miles.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and it's pretty warm out today, so it's already 78, but it's going to get up to the 80s.
Yeah.
So we'll be using things like the AC and the ventilated seats, and not going to be hypermiling. We're just going to be driving like we normally would and see how much range we're actually going to lose going up versus how much we can gain coming back down.
We always start at the same location, and then we get back to the same location,
yes.
Right? And it's quite a long round trip. And the whole point is to put the car under some stress and see exactly how much energy it uses and also gains.
Right, and typically it's been doing, a lot of our tests have been showing that they're doing really well coming back down.
Yes.
But I think the real test is how much energy it's actually using going up.
Exactly. So let's get some specs out of the way first.
Yes.
Right? You mentioned that it is a GT line.
It is.
So it's not a full-on high-performance GT.
No. But
yes.
it is the GT line. It's all-wheel drive, which means we got dual motors.
And 320 horsepower and 446 pound-feet of torque.
That's not bad.
For this particular setup.
Yeah.
Then Kia says 4.5 seconds 0 to 60, which is already pretty quick.
That's impressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And are you using drive modes here?
No, so I like to do these tests in normal mode.
Okay.
And I don't want to hypermile. I want to do these tests in the most normal driving experience possible. We could hypermile, we could, prevent using AC and put it in eco mode, but that's not what this test is for. This is just normal driving.
Real road trip.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, we have to get a couple of other specs out of the way.
Yes, sir.
For example, battery size.
Yes.
This car has 84 kilowatt hours.
Not bad.
Yeah, but it's also not 100 kilowatt hours.
Yeah.
Which is in my mind a really chunky amount of energy.
That's true.
But nonetheless, if this car is efficient, it may not matter.
Exactly. Plus, this also can DC fast charge up to 350 kilowatts.
Yes, and Kia says 10% to 80% and a DC fast charger level 3 in 18 minutes, which is pretty amazing.
That's not bad at all.
Which is just enough time to use a restroom, pick up a lunch, and maybe just get back running to the car. Right?
Exactly.
Yes. This car is equipped with a heat pump, which should make the air conditioning system quite efficient.
Yes, and it's definitely going to help in the winter months as well.
Exactly. And that's probably even tougher test. So we've been doing these tests for several years, both in winter months and summer months. So we have all that data to compare it to.
And winter and summer are both really tough on lithium-ion batteries because if it's too hot out, then it needs to cool down that battery. Same with if it's too cold out, it needs to warm up the battery. So it's always going to be using a little more energy than if it was just kind of a more mild temperature outside.
Exactly. So it's a tough test.
Andre, we're about halfway up to Loveland Pass
Yes.
We've gone about 36 miles, but we are down to 84% with 239 miles left.
Well, you know what? I still feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like we have been climbing a little bit up in the mountains, but we still have a lot of energy left. And it's going to be very interesting. You know what? It's also a very comfortable experience.
It's very comfortable. You know, the seats are very comfortable to sit in, but the suspension is beautiful. We got front struts and a multi-link suspension in the rear. And honestly, it turns very well. It has very low body roll. The steering feels very direct and connected. I'm very happy with this driving experience so far.
And I think the fact that this is also a very long chassis, right? The long wheelbase, very sleek, I think very stable. I think it helps the suspension. I'm impressed. I'm not driving, but I'm quite impressed. And I realized something else, Jen.
What?
I think we're wearing almost the same color shirts.
Well, we did call each other, right?
Is that possible? Is that possible?
I didn't notice that before.
I didn't either until just like a minute ago.
You know, it's usually Mary and I that are always twinning every day, but now I guess it's going to be you and I. I'm happy with that.
That's what Loveland Trials is all about. Nice.
So, speaking of sleekness,
yes,
that also kind of comes into play with how this car was designed. It's very aerodynamic.
Right.
What's the drag coefficient for this?
Well, we looked this up, right? It was 0.28.
Which is not bad for an SUV.
But it's not the best out there.
No, it's not the best out there. I think the Ioniq 6 was, 0.21?
Yeah, and every 100th of a point on the coefficient is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
So having 0.28 versus 0.21, it is a big deal, but nonetheless, it's one of the best SUV coefficients of drag.
Andre, we are out of all of that traffic.
We did, finally. Thank goodness. It was it wasn't all the way traffic, but it was kind of getting old there.
It was a lot of traffic.
Yes.
I feel like we've been on the road for 17 hours.
But it's only been, an hour plus change?
Almost 2 hours.
What?
Yeah. It's been a while, but we are almost there.
So I think, this is the toughest portion of this, because this is now straight up.
Oh, yeah.
And how many more miles? 4 or 5 miles?
Yeah, it says 3.7 miles left.
Okay.
And right now we're at 66% with 178 miles in the bank.
So the car, remember, he told us 56% be at when we arrive. I'm going to say it's going to be a little bit better than that.
Yeah, so far, I doubt we're going to lose 10%.
Okay, but I have no idea how much energy we're going to gain back. I think it's going to be pretty good on the way down, but I don't know.
Well, should we put a bet on it? Like I did with Mary? How about a couple baguettes?
Yes.
We were talking about baguettes earlier.
Yes. The bet must be about baguettes.
Okay. So I think we're going to get up there at 62%. And I think we're going to make it back down at 55%.
All the way to Boulder?
All the way to Boulder.
I'm going to be a little bit more pessimistic.
Okay.
I'm going to say, you said 62?
I did.
I'm going to say 59% at the top of the mountain.
Okay.
And 50% in Boulder.
50% back to Boulder. Okay, you guys heard it here. Baguettes?
And baguettes will be consumed.
Oh, yes. I wonder where we're going to put them. Okay.
We did it.
We are finally here.
And none of us were right.
No,
wait, but you were closer.
Well, I was pretty dang close.
Gosh, it's because you do this so often.
63% with 167 miles left in the tank.
And also, we went almost 74 miles like we would.
Mm-hmm.
And 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour was our number. Ooh, there's a car under the cover.
Ooh, what could that be?
I'm the map. I'm the
map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. So now Hour and a
Wait,
half,
now
72 miles.
Oh, look at what it says.
Oh, and you said that we were going to get back at 50%?
What did you say?
Did I say?
You said something higher.
I said
like 55.
55, I think.
So right now, the baguette is leaning towards this way.
Well, I think we're splitting the baguette at this point.
Well, actually, we need to buy multiple baguettes because our camera guy, Cole...
Well, he's been fiending for a baguette.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you talking about the baguette holders this morning kind of started all of this.
It did start.
I'm not mad about it.
The trip meter says 2.3 miles per kilowatt hour, which is not a great result, but it was all climbing.
Right.
Now we have to come back down.
Ooh, it's going to be quite the difference coming back down, starting with 63%,
Okay.
171 miles.
And also, I studied that covered car.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
a little bit of video.
Uh-huh.
It looks like a prototype belonging to the manufacturer, and it looks like a Macan.
Ooh.
So I think it might be one of their new electric Macans, potentially.
Oh, spicy. We've been seeing a lot of Porsches up here.
Yeah.
A lot of testing
Because
cars.
people, it's not just us testing here.
No.
It's manufacturers doing high elevation, high altitude testing, including electric vehicles.
I
too.
mean, that's why Loveland Pass is one of the best places to perform vehicle testing, is because it's a difficult route to take.
And I know, like, it's not like it's internal combustion has nothing to do with it, but it's still regen modes, cooling, all of those things.
It's a lot of elevation climb, and there's a lot going on.
So, we're using adaptive technologies.
Yeah, well, driver assistance technologies, adaptive cruise control, and lane keep assist. So far, it's actually doing very well. Got cruise control set to 60, which is our speed limit. We got another turn coming up, and I just want to show, I mean, this still is a hands on the wheel system, but I just want to show that it is making the proper movements that it needs, and it's doing pretty good.
And also, it's not bouncing in the lane.
No.
And it's not hugging the line.
No, and those are the main things that I really look out for, is to see if it is bouncing or hugging one side. And this is actually doing a pretty good job of staying in the middle. And then you can, of course, adjust the distance. I've got it set to distance 3, so about 3 car lengths right now.
Yeah.
I don't like to go too close, but so far it's doing exactly what I need.
So I almost wish that we were at the point now with Kia and Hyundai and Genesis where it could be a hands-free system, right?
Yeah.
If it monitored your eyes, we could get there.
Right.
Yeah.
But I still, even with the various hands-free systems that are out there, I still don't trust them.
Okay. The way it's working, I would agree with you. It's one of the better systems out there.
Yeah. So far, I'm very pleased with this. I haven't really had to make too many adjustments or take over. It's just kind of doing what it needs to do. And so far, we've gained quite a bit of energy. We are at 65%, my friend. Oh, 64.
And also 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour, which is actually a great result combined.
Oh, yeah. All right, Andre, we are almost back.
Finally, this was one of the longer trips that we've done.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be this long.
No.
But traffic. You're not going to believe what the percentage is.
I'm not looking. Okay. I wasn't looking.
We got back with 57%.
No.
57%!
That's way better than I ever expected.
Yeah.
Possible. You said 55.
I said 55.
I said 50. You win.
A bet's a bet, right?
Yeah.
Cole, I present to you.
Wow, Cole.
Also. See, I just want a bouquet of baguettes. I don't want flowers. Women don't want flowers. They want bread.
Wow, you heard it here first, folks.
But this is really the only thing you can put in this.
There you go.
trunk.
Well,
Thank
you get
sir.
2 because I get nothing really.
Well, I'm eating for 2, so
Okay.
that works.
We have to talk about the price of this car, because this car is very efficient actually and
It
very
is.
capable.
Very comfortable.
But the price is also a little bit highish, I would say.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's as comfortable in your pocketbook.
Yeah, so just over $60,000.
It is indeed. And this isn't the GT version, the top of the line. It's a GT line, so it's slightly under, but still 60 grand is 60 grand, and that's not exactly the least expensive option out there.
But if you buy it soon or lease it soon, you could get access to some potential tax incentives, but that's going away.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you have NACS, you have fast charging, you have a very efficient vehicle, as we found out.
Yeah.
And also very comfortable.
Very comfortable. I mean, this, not only the seats and everything, but the suspension, the ride, the steering, the braking. It's actually quite pleased with a lot of it. The infotainment, the maps, was not a huge fan of that. That took a little bit of time.
That was a low point for us.
Yeah, but I think that's a learning curve. You know, if you're used to the vehicle, you own it, you've got your profiles, your settings, and everything already done, then it'll be pretty quick. But for first-time users, could have been better.
I know, but how? Wait, why? Sorry, I'm trying to get some sick B-roll here. Feel almost 25.
I have 25.
No, but like I'm not. Like we said, this is really difficult.
Scazio drive and then turn right.
Well, I don't
Turn left.
I don't want that.
Guidance is at this volume. In 700 feet, turn left onto Beaumont Drive. Guidance will be at this volume.
This is terrible. This is terrible.
Jen, I don't think this is our morning. This is not happening.
Maybe it's not our car.
It is not our car. It's a loaner. When we get our baguettes, everything's going to be... Right?
Yes.